And people can call us, and we are looking for probably about 100 autistic children, and we're going to give them product that's safe, non-toxic, and we will remove the poisons from their body. And I've seen it over and over again for the last 5 years myself. I've seen severe nonverbal autistic kids talking in 3 days. I've seen them off all their medications in 2 to 3 months.
Okay, so you're saying that there could be a solution to
There is a
to
solution,
autism.
but unfortunately, we're going to have to do these studies, and we're going to have to be very forceful in telling people, stop the vaccines, stop the mercury. But if you fell into that trap, then we can detoxify your child and get your child back, get your family back.
Okay, Doc, let me ask you, we've been talking about all these vaccines that are bad for you. Are they, vaccines that are good for you?
No, it makes no sense. Antibiotics don't work anymore. Vaccines don't work either because they're too toxic.
Okay.
Did I break your bubble?
No, I mean, because we're led to believe that we're surrounded by all these pathogens, and that fortunately medical science is coming up with these new vaccines to protect us. I mean, that's what we're
and then what happens with the vaccines and the antibiotics, we get superbugs that are resistant, such as methicillin resistant Staph aureus. Well, there is a natural mineral that will take care of that, but all of these things, anytime that man makes it, we're probably in trouble, right?
Yeah.
It's when you have to go back to nature and do what God gave us to help our bodies heal and to have the immunity we're supposed to have, and then we're fine.
Okay, immediately, what can people do to heal themselves? I'm sure a lot of women watching this have taken that HPV vaccine and then other vaccines. What can they do immediately?
Well, the key thing is organic food, purified alkaline water, sleep, and it would be nice to get your nutrition from your food. That's a concept. Stay away from mercury. You cannot eat tuna, shark, sword, king mackerel, tilefish. You cannot eat these fish. They're loaded with mercury.
Loaded with mercury.
They are loaded with mercury. Don't. So stop your exposures where you can. Don't do these vaccines.
So you're saying eating fish is actually could be harmful?
According to the FDA, back in 1999, the FDA came out and said children under the age of 6 and pregnant women should not eat those fish, those particular fish. Because
you're saying tuna, what else? I mean, just
mackerel.
Tuna, mackerel.
It's sword, shark, king mackerel, tile, and tuna.
Tuna, okay.
Those fish, the FDA says, it's not me saying it, it's the FDA saying it. But you know what? You know the money the tuna lobby has? Look at a can of tuna. Where's the warning label?
None.
Thank you.
I love tuna. I eat tuna all the time.
Well, we need to talk, my friend.
Oh, yeah.
But the fact is, if people want help with these issues, come and see us at Dr. Austria's Health Clinic.
Well, I'm going to be one of your first new clients then, or new visitors.
Super. And also, do not forget about the PCOM, and it'll be at the Filipino Club. It's a wonderful convention. Yeah. And
this is really a broad topic, and hopefully I can interview you, doctor, before you leave. You're leaving on the 1st.
Correct.
So hopefully we can talk about this further. I mean, we only have, unfortunately, an hour for this, but I think we were able to get a lot of messages across, and hopefully our viewers are now more informed. Hans, before we go, would you like to say something?
Yeah, because a lot of people think I'm a rabble-rouser, and they think all these things are worthless. But there are people fighting for us, especially in the United States. One of them is, you do the research, Robert Kennedy Jr. came up with the first major expose. It came out in Rolling Stone magazine, came out in CNN, where he talks about the admission of the pharmaceutical companies that the vaccines do cause the autism, and they had a big secret meeting, and you can see that the article of that in the internet. Just search it, and then put in vaccines in your search engine, and put side effects, and you're going to see all the features, even what comes out in mainstream television in the United States, because they have most of the info. And then look at what the other countries are doing in Europe. They follow their key. See? Because they know.
Yes. Okay. Dr. Hanshu, any last words for our viewers?
I would just tell people, get educated, be responsible, protect your children. That's your number one job. Protect the grandchildren, and do what we can to clean up the earth. Because this is all we have, is each other, and we have responsibilities. And like I say to my colleagues, we all took an oath. First, do no harm. And explain to me how these pharmaceutical drugs do no harm. Show me how these vaccines do no harm. Yes, they do. And that's when I walked away from conventional medicine, because I would not harm.
Very well said. I think the message for tonight for our viewers is that, let's just pause for a bit, stop the vaccines, and before you administer a vaccine to yourself and to your children, find out what's in these vaccines. Get more information. There's a wealth of information on the net. And as Dr. Hanshu said, she and her colleagues are open and are ready to accept inquiries and are always ready to help. Thank you very much, Doctor.
Thank you.
More power to you, ma'am. And hope
you.
to see you again soon in the show, Hans.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you. And to our viewers, I hope you enjoyed this round of Philippines Uncut. Join us again next week as we talk about the issues that matter to you, because you matter the most. I'll see you all next Saturday night.
Former Chief of Staff could not also tell if other members of the Arroyo family in Congress would attend the hearings. Her sons Camarines Sur Representative Diosdado Arroyo, ang Galing Pinoy Portal List Representative Juan Miguel Arroyo, and brother-in-law Negros Occidental Representative Ignacio Arroyo Jr. are not official members of the Justice Committee hearing the impeachment, but they can participate without voting powers. Earlier, 2 impeachment complaints were lodged against